Dan Kimmel, no relation to Jimmy Kimmel, is a Democratic candidate for the Minnesota State House, and he tweeted something over the weekend, I think it was during the Democratic debate, that it immediately ended his career. And it might not be just ending his career in politics, it also might be ending his career everywhere ever. So according to the New York Daily News, he said, quote, "ISIS isn't necessarily evil. It is made up of people doing what they think is best for their community. Violence is not the answer, though." So the second he said that, there was a massive online backlash. So then he had to come out and say, "Oh, I didn't mean that." He said, quote, "I deplore the evil acts of ISIS. I do not defend their acts. My tweet last evening was in response to a statement made during the candidate debates, not in response to the activities in Paris. It was poorly worded and did not convey my intent. I am folding up my campaign tent. The campaign website and Facebook page will be down by this afternoon. I apologize to the volunteers and contributors who have put so much time, effort, and money into my campaign." The quickest implosion in human history. He says that, and like 24 hours later, everything's gone. He dropped out. All his websites are all down and shit. That's unbelievable. So, what are we to make of this? Look, I'm not one of those people who read something like this and well, you know, what he was trying to say is blah, 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 blah. No, it was stupid. It is stupid. When you started out with ISIS isn't necessarily evil. Yeah, they are. You could call them evil. Now, when you talk about the nature of evil, that might be something where there's an interesting philosophical conversation to have. You know, can somebody just be inherently evil where they're just a bad person? Or does there have to be an ideology that brainwashes them into being evil and originally when they were babies they were perfectly normal? So there is a philosophical conversation to be had there. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to be like anti-intellectual here. But overall that point is stupid. ISIS isn't necessarily evil, of course. Even if you just say, hey, their actions are evil. Beheading somebody, you're killing apostates, or taking sex slaves. That is evil. You're allowed to use that word. It's not like, you know, I'm not one of those people that wants to not use terms that are judgmental because, bro, who am I to judge, bro? No, fuck you, I'm gonna judge. I'm not gonna prejudge because then I don't have the information. But after I have the information, am I gonna judge? Yes, I'm fucking judging you, okay? So if you're a terrorist, I'm judging you if you're a fucking terrorist. You're dumb, you're an idiot, and you're wrong. And your actions are immoral, they are unjust, and they are, in the case of ISIS, evil. So yeah, that's not true, and you sound like an idiot, because you probably are an idiot. And then he said, well, see now, the rest of it, some people would argue it makes it better. I'm not sure, because he says, it is made up of people doing what they think is best for their community. Violence is not the answer, though. So obviously, he's not pro-ISIS. When people say that, they're going too far. The comment is dumb. He's not pro-ISIS. Although, that middle part there, that's apart from the first part of the sentence, this is why I think the guy's probably not that bright. Because, like, okay, so ISIS thinks they're doing what's best for their community. So what? The Nazis thought that they were doing what was best for humanity. That doesn't mean anything. People say that as if it's like, aha! I figured something out. No, you didn't. It should have been obvious to everybody. You know, fucking Stalin, when he was doing his purge and he was killing everything in sight and millions of people, he thought he was doing the right thing. I'm standing up for these Marxist values which are going to usher in the future of humanity, and this is modernity, and this is the right belief system to set up. Nazis, same thing. All imperialists, you know, throughout history. Hey, we're going to come over there, steal your natural resources, but set up governments that are more in line with our values, because aren't we such great people? We're doing the right thing. You know? You can go down the list here, man. The biggest monsters in the world wake up in the morning and they think, I fucking got this thing on lock, don't I? I'm nailing it right now. They all think that. So when you say, hey, they're doing what they think is best for their community, my response is www.sothefuckwhat.com. Because what matters in this world are actions. Beliefs are important, don't get me wrong, and that's why we always argue and debate in the realm of ideas and concepts. But actions are what really defines you. So, you know, you could say, I'm a good guy, but I'm a serial killer who just murdered 8 people. Well, then no, you're not a good guy because your actions speak louder than your words, and your actions were evil. for all the rationalizations and justifications and ideological backups and, oh my God, they believe in fundamentalist Islam, but oh my God, their country was destroyed by the big bad West, and therefore there's revenge and retribution involved in this, and they're fighting. All that, yes, we can have that conversation, and all that, those things matter to one degree or another, but are the actions evil in and of themselves if you're beheading journalists and killing people nonchalantly? Yes. If you're randomly killing Shia Muslims and moderate Sunnis and killing Christians and killing everybody you come across who ain't exactly fucking like you, yes, evil. You can call it that. That's fine. So, it's probably a good move that Dan Kimmel dropped out. I know nothing about his other policies, but he seems to me like somebody who wants to be a very thoughtful person, but he ain't really getting there.